Cougar News is proudly sponsored by your local Little Caesars Pizza.
Good evening. Welcome to Cougar News. With gas prices soaring, some people are taking to the rails.
Also, got a sweet tooth? We take you to a local bakery that will make your taste buds and your tummy very happy.
Plus, he's a former COC student and a current COC instructor, and his new film is the talk of the campus. Find out what makes Mike Ott tick. Cougar News starts now.
This is Cougar News, Evening Edition. With information from across the Santa Clarita Valley. This is Cougar News.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this live edition of Cougar News. I'm AJ Gardner.
And I'm Claudine Sarmiento. Here's the latest from the Cougar Newsroom. With gas prices being around $4 a gallon, students here at COC are trying to find different options to get to school while spending less money at the pump. Our John Kendall recently took a trip from the middle of the San Fernando Valley to COC, and he shows us how it went.
While gas prices continue to rise, some students are finding alternative ways to get to school. Today, I'm going to show you one way. I decided to head over to the train station at the Bob Hope Airport in Burbank. As the train arrives, my journey to COC has begun. I boarded the southbound Metrolink train along the Ventura County line. As we arrive into the downtown Burbank station, this is where I would have to transfer onto the Metrolink Antelope Valley line. Moments after the first train left, the next train arrives.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome aboard Metro Train 205.
While aboard the train, we cruised through a long 3.5-minute tunnel, and minutes after that, I arrived in Newhall. As the train continues its journey to the Antelope Valley, I continue my journey aboard the Santa Clarita Transit. We pull into the front of COC, and folks, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Metrolink and Amtrak offers several convenient trains to Los Angeles. From Los Angeles, you'll be able to board on the Antelope Valley line of Metrolink to Newhall. For more information on how to plan your commute, please visit www.socaltransport.org. At College of the Canyons, John Kendall for Cougar News.
We all remember the fires that roared through the Santa Clarita Valley last October.
At times, firefighters seemed overwhelmed, but Honor Corey says the county is already gearing up for the next fire season. She joins us live from the newsroom with all of the details.
Thanks, guys. Santa Clarita may be a nice place to live, but it's a virtual magnet to brush fire. But now the county is adding several new fire stations that will provide firefighters a big boost in the future. Fire Station 108, located on the 2800 block of Rock Canyon Drive in Saugus, is currently under construction and is due to be complete in October 2008. It will serve the rapidly growing region of Santa Clarita and the adjoining area of Saugus.
There will be 5 firefighters. They'll have an engine and a paramedic truck, and it will be serving the residential area around here.
It was just last October that Santa Clarita residents were faced with the buckwheat fire, the magic fire, and the ranch fire. One of the biggest challenges fire crews faced was getting additional fire engines and ground crews from other counties to key locations as fast as possible. With most fire stations being far away from residential homes, it took longer for firefighters to get up the hills in order to gain access. Local residents in this neighborhood feel it's necessary to have a fire station built nearby, especially with the fire season vastly approaching. With hills covered with dry brush and chaparral surrounding these nearby homes, residents are relieved to see help is close by.
The fire station is just a block around from here. It's just around the corner, and I like the idea of having a fire station in the area. We have a lot of hills, and last summer we had to evacuate because of the fire danger. The fire was really close to us.
For more information on Fire Station 108 or other stations being built around your area, you can log on to www.fire.lacounty.gov. Back to you, Claudine, in the studio.
Thanks, Nanor. The state budget crisis is hitting COC hard, and it's also taking its toll on EOPS. Here's more with Brescia Williams.
I am Brescia Williams with Cougar News, live at COC's Valencia campus. EOPS, a program that once excelled in supporting underprivileged students, has suddenly become stagnant.
Hi, my name is Carla Franco. I am a student here at COC, and I work as a peer advisor at the EOPS program. EOPS is Extended Opportunities Programs for Success. It's what we offer for students. The many benefits of EOPS is receiving a book voucher, which helps pay for books, having a peer advisor to come and talk to. We inform you of all the different deadlines and events that are ongoing on campus, how to get you involved. We also offer meal cards, and then we do different grants. There was recently some budget cuts, which thought we was going to cancel many programs such as EOPS. Now what they've done is revised it, saying that the community college will be getting all the funding they need. It's just that EOPS will not be in control of the money that we were normally in control of. It could be changes of, a shorter book voucher, maybe eliminating the meal card. We also offer survival kits, and it could be, not be able to offer that to our new students.
It's kind of wrong for them to do that because there's plenty of students and people who come to the campus who actually might need that assistance and rely on that. And with that being said, without a doubt, I don't know why it's being rejected or not being supported enough. It should be.
There was a march. It was originally mid last month. The ASG had a march that went to Santa Barbara, and they did a city hall march there. If you go to a website, it's called www.advocacy.canyons.edu. There's letters that you can print out for the local legislators, and you just put your name, you put in the information, and it automatically prints out a letter for you to mail it or fax it to, Governor Schwarzenegger or our local legislator.
I'm Brescia Williams with Cougar News.
If you've spent any time at COC lately, then you know that things are changing. Building names, new. Hasley Hall, new. Elisa Hall, new. And now you can add campus signage to the equation. Here's Leah McKinney with the story.
The whole signage scheme is designed to get people from the parking lot, where they will run into a "You Are Here" map, to whether it's a classroom or a lab or a lecture hall or the cafeteria or the bookstore, in as easy a way as possible. So that's the whole point, is to make it as easy as possible, because there's enough frustration on campus for students and faculty alike.
Some of the students find the signs to be a bit difficult to read and confusing. As for others, find them very helpful.
Whenever you make change, there's always folks who change easily and always folks who don't find that change so simple.
Well, actually, I like them because, it does give us more of like a university feel for those of us who couldn't make it to a university. At least we don't feel that left out there. We don't go to like a crappy school that's just like has cardboard signs and stuff. They said that it's supposed to be for the new students that come in, so it's really for us older students. We're not, we're going to get thrown off. But the new students, it makes it easier that everything's together.
We're in a transition stage right now. We haven't really completed the project. I think we need to hold our judgment about whether things are easier or not easier, better or not better, until such time as the entire contract is complete. The contract calls for it to be completed by the end of this month, another couple of weeks. But in most contracts, there's always a little wiggle room. So I would suspect that by the first or second week of June.
Hopefully the imminent changes will bring positive and long-lasting influence to the campus. Reporting for Cougar News, I'm Leah McKinney. Back to you in the studio.
It's hard to believe, but the spring semester is finally over. So what are you going to do with your summer break? We send Devin Haro out to take the pulse of the COC campus.
This is Devin. I'm reporting for RTVF, just asking people what their plans are for the summer.
Over summer break, I plan to play some basketball games at the sports complex, play video games with my little cousins and brothers, and work on some music at home, maybe record a little at a studio or something.
What are your plans over summer break?
Well, I want to actually work 2 jobs, and then hopefully build my profile for my artwork, and hopefully get a job at Cartoon Network.
What's your plans over summer break?
I plan to hang out with friends. I'm doing a lot of theater productions and stuff. I'm doing a production of Grease here at COC.
What's your plans over summer?
I plan on taking over the world.
Are you hungry and have a relentless sweet tooth? Our very own Alex Ruiz hit the streets of Newhall and found one of Santa Clarita's best hidden treasures.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning and the sun has yet to rise. But on 24330 Main Street, something's been cooking early. Real early. 2 a.m. early. Here at Jasmines, a unique blend of culinary pastries, Mexican sweetbread, and traditional cravings like tamales, fresh fruit smoothies, and pies. Located in Newhall, this panaderia, Spanish for bakery, is offering more than just donuts to go along with your morning coffee. Jasmines takes pride in being the first of its kind here in the Santa Clarita Valley. And owner Juan Bernabe worked in the donut shop for over 10 years, where he honed his craft for baking before he realized the dream brought upon by his daughter to open up his own bakery.
I was working for 10 years making donuts at night time, and then after that I had the opportunity to work with the cake stuff. So I learned, and then I get the experience, and top that, I was working in other places to look in how they're working, the system they have in other places. So I put everything together so I can have my own system. Like I say, we're working with it for the customers. Sometimes they request something, well, we don't have it, so we try it until we done well and we offer to the customers. In the bakery, we got different products, interesting stuff, and mostly some tradition, what is from Mexico. And walking anytime, and like I said, we can try it and see if you guys like some simple, we can give you some simple.
From coffee and donuts to Mexican sweetbread and French pastries, fresh fruit smoothies, or how about a warm tamale? I'm telling you, if you have a sweet tooth, Jasmine has something for you. So next time you're in the Newhall area, why don't you stop by and check out this diamond in the rough bakery. For Cougar News, this has been Alex Reese. Back to you in the studio.
Coming up next, we'll meet an award-winning director who brought his film to COC.
Plus, he took over for a legend, but now COC football coach Garrett Tujay is making a name for himself. Stick around.
Here in the Santa Clarita Valley, we get so little rain. But we have 3 easy ways to save water each month this summer. 1. Make sure your sprinklers work and don't aim at the sidewalk. You'll save 500 gallons. 2. Don't forget this 25-cent washer to fix leaks and save 600 gallons. 3. Plant things native to our valley and save 750 gallons. It's so easy, even I can do it. But you're the one who can save money and water for our future.
Hi, I'm Congressman Buck McKeon, and you're watching SCV TV, local television for Santa Clarita.
If you've been in the audience for the Friday Night in the Screening Room series, you've likely seen the work of one of our very own RTVF instructors. I caught up with Mike Ott and learned how his thesis project became his feature film debut.
I made a movie about my town and my friends.
In just a little over 2 years, COC faculty member Mike Ott wrote, directed, and premiered his film Analog Days, which was recently screened on the Valencia campus. Following the screening, I had a chance to speak with Mike and discuss how, as a graduating student at Cal Arts, he was able to overcome the obstacles and challenges that often face every filmmaker.
I mean, you know, at Cal Arts, I don't really think they are against you making a feature film, but I remember I was sitting writing, trying to think of the short film that I was going to write for my thesis film, and, you know, the realization kind of hit me, you know, that, like, if you don't go out and try to make a movie, no one's ever going to come up to you and offer you a bunch of money to make a film, like, just straight out of film school. Like, it just doesn't happen. So I was like, if I'm going to make a movie, I might as well give it a try. Like, if I fall on my face, I fall on my face and see what happens. But
upon completion of Analog Days and graduating from Cal Arts, Mike went on to teach film production at COC and mentor a new generation of filmmakers. He insists that there are some things that every filmmaker needs to learn on their own.
I mean, when I tell my students a lot about the biggest thing about directing for me is knowing how to solve problems at the time, because and I can't teach them that.
If you've ever thought of exploring the creative world of film and are interested in learning more about the RTVF program, stop by Mentry Hall and introduce yourself to one of the many eager to help staff members. You can also check out the course catalog for the upcoming classes this fall.
The COC Art Gallery has just wrapped up the student art exhibition, but in case you missed it, I was there to get you the details. COC students defied all levels of imagination in this month's 12th annual student art exhibit, showcased in the art gallery.
I think it is just fabulous. I envy these people that are so talented.
The yearly exhibit gave the school's most creative and artistic a chance to put their best works on display. And the outcome? Well, it came in the form of about 100 pieces.
I think it's great. There's a great variety of artwork here.
Variety is right. The art gallery made sure to extend the opportunity to all visual art students, and in the end, they created a collection filled with paintings, photos, sculptures, model buildings, and drawings. More than 200 pieces of art were up for consideration, but only the select few made it on these walls.
You know, most people got one in or didn't get any in, so the fact that it was juried and it was decided on putting the two pieces, it makes me feel very good. It makes me feel like I am in the right path as to the new direction I'm taking.
Students who took the risk experienced its reward in the exhibit's opening on May 14.
It's cool because it's like, you know, put in with all these other great works and it's like, oh, that's cool, mine's up there too.
The student art exhibit has just finished its run in the art gallery, but a new show is being prepared for the coming month.
Breaking news and good news for COC Superintendent President Diane Van Hook. She now has a new title. Last night, the Santa Clarita Community College District Board of Trustees honored Van Hook by adding Chancellor to her title, making her Chancellor of the Santa Clarita Community College District. Van Hook has overseen tremendous growth here on campus, as well as opening the new Canyon Country campus last August. She also pushed for the creation of several new programs, as well as a brand new university center, which is under construction as we speak. Van Hook is currently in her 20th year with the college.
Just over a year ago, longtime COC head football coach Chuck Lyon gave up the sidelines for family. And after one season at the helm, his replacement, Garrett Tujay, is already doing a great job filling a legend's shoes. Here's more with James Nicholson.
I started back in high school up in Northern California and then moved on to Chabot Junior College, which is in Hayward, up in the Bay Area. Played there 2 years, was recruited by quite a few different colleges, and ended up choosing BYU. Played there, redshirted my first year there, and then played the last two, did a great job, had fun, made a lot of great friends, and played with a lot of great football players, and had some very memorable moments. The most memorable was being all conference in college, both places. Had some opportunities to play alongside of some great football winners, Heisman Trophy winner and Outland Trophy winner. So those are always memorable moments as well.
While being around so many great college football players, it wouldn't be long until Coach 2J found the secret to their success. It's a secret that he carries with him today into his coaching philosophies.
It's really about instilling the value of hard work. You know, there's a lot of things that can go wrong in a football game, but there's always two things I feel, my staff and I feel, that you can control, and that's your effort and your attitude. And with those two things, I think if you have a great attitude and you give great effort, good things are going to happen to you, whether it's on the football field or in the game of life. And striving to be the best, and more importantly, to be the best dad, be the best father.
Coach 2J's philosophy is simple: show results, both on the field and off. This is no more apparent than with two former Cougars who entered this year's NFL draft.
We had two guys, very proud of them. Joey LaRock, who was drafted in the 7th round by the Chicago Bears. And then Justin Tryon was the 125th pick overall, going to the Washington Redskins.
Coach 2J's College of the Canyon Cougars still continue to impress academically and athletically, with 7 Cougars signing letters of intent with Division I schools on National Signing Day. For Cougar News, I'm James Nicholson.
As summer draws closer, baseball season at the Hart Baseball and Softball Complex is heating up. Michael Morgan has more on how this league came into existence and the growth it's experienced over the years.
The William S. Hart Baseball and Softball League, located in the heart of the Santa Clarita Valley, has been the home to thousands of young athletes for decades. But not many people know the true history and background of this local jewel.
William S. Hart baseball fields opened in 1955. It started with just 4 or 5 teams. It was a very, very small league. We were not located in this location now. We were closer to Saugus Cafe, located over there. Relocated in 1960, kind of over where the old movie theaters are, the old man theaters. And now we've been in this location here since 1968.
The William S. Hart Baseball and Softball Complex has come a long way since it was just a 2-field facility. Today, the complex is home to 10 fields and over 2,500 ball players.
We're the largest pony organization west of the Mississippi. We are the 2nd largest in the nation. We are affiliated with a pony organization, which is different than Little League. So softball is associated with ASA, which is the Amateur Softball Association for the girls, and pony for the boys.
For Cougar News, this is Michael Morgan.
Well, that does it for this edition of Cougar News. I'm AJ Gardner. Remember, you can watch this and previous editions of Cougar News on the web at www.scvtv.com.
And I'm Claudine Sarmiento. If you have any news tips or story ideas, send them over to us at cougarnews@canyons.edu.
Be sure to stay tuned to watch a special PSA following this newscast. Have a great summer, everyone.
Say you have a beautiful smile. Thank you. And you should have that always, and God bless you. I have absolutely no idea what to tell you. There is so much about me that it's just unreal. I have a PhD degree in the helix hair design, so I go back to standing on my hair, on my feet, on my hair, on my feet all day, trying to make ladies and gentlemen look better than what they do. I met a young man who
had his front tooth missing, and I said, "What happened to you? What happened?" And it would be a permanent tooth. It was gone, totally, forever and never. He's never going to get another one. So he said, well, he didn't tie his shoes, and he tripped over his own shoelace and fell down and knocked out his permanent front tooth. Now, for the rest of his life, he can't eat corn on the cob, he can't have caramel, can't have taffy apples, and all those yummy good things because he didn't tie his shoes. Do you know anybody else who doesn't tie their shoes?
You're 91 and you're a widow?
Yeah. And it gets me out of the house because we have no transportation where I live, and that's out in the desert. And the city of Los Angeles has a bus that comes in and brings us down here, Mondays and Wednesdays only. And that's how I get out. And I enjoy it. The people here, we talk, you know, eat together. We have a lot of things in common.
How long have you been coming here?
Oh, about 6 years.
6 years. So you've really enjoyed yourself?
Oh, definitely. Oh, yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Amen. Amen. Every day is a blessing.
Oh, it isn't. It is, dear. Yeah, I didn't mean to say isn't, but it is, yes. When you look around a little bit, you don't have, you know, you don't have to look very far. It's all right here.
Yes.
You're thankful that you can still get ahead of the people, because there are a lot of people that are worse off, believe me, dear, than I am.
Wow.
You know.
You have such beautiful hands, man.
What?
Beautiful hands. Your hands?
Thank you.
I love to draw, so I pay attention to certain small details, and I love to see well-designed hands.
Well, they've seen a lot, those hands. Yeah, working here, I volunteered for 4.5 years every day because I didn't have anything else to do after I retired.
Yes, ma'am.
And I didn't want to work for pay because I have a family, and when the family needs me, I'm there. So I volunteered rather than that, and I've been volunteered for 20 years.
Wow.
And I tell you, it's been like a second family to me.
So you have enjoyed your time here?
I certainly have.
You wouldn't trade it for anything else?
I don't know what else I could trade it for that would give me as much satisfaction as I've gotten here. I've had so many great friends.
Yes, ma'am.
They're wonderful people here.
Were you raised in the Santa Clarita Valley?
No, I was raised in North Dakota.
North Dakota. When did you make it out to California?
About 30 years ago.
Wow.
Well, I have. In my whole life, I've been very thankful.
Awesome.
Because I've had a wonderful life, not much sickness with it. 3 wonderful kids, and 21 great grandkids.
Wow, congratulations.
9 grandkids, and then the 21 great grandkids. And I've got 5 great grandkids. So I have a wonderful family and everything. I've been blessed with my life.
Share your name with me. What's your name?
Mina Langlois.
One more time?
Mina Langlois.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Gene. Nice to meet you, Mina. Mina?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Mina.
Yeah.
They come back to parades, high school bands, and celebrations. We welcome them with open arms as heroes. Their tours of duty are behind them. Their challenges are not. Many will spend longer coming back from the war than they spent in the war, retraining, searching for jobs, recovering from scars, some visible, some not. Find out what you can do to help at welcomebackveterans.org.
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many. But what if you've had just one too many? Buzz driving is drunk driving.